All right, Mr. Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? Now, this is funny. This is very funny to me, but could be very well true. So I think there's this notion that Kawhi Leonard is strung out on being a Los Angeles Laker. Every source that I trust, I hear that it's not that Kawhi wants to be a Laker. He wants to be in Los Angeles. Now, he is not opposed to being a Laker if the Lakers come with the best offer, the best pitch, get him the most money that he can get, right? He's not opposed to being a Laker, but this whole notion that he's just going out of his way to team up with LeBron James, that ain't it. As a matter of fact, if Kawhi had it his way, he'd be the star of his own team. He sees himself as someone that could end up in LeBron James' shadow. Now, even though we clown Kawhi Leonard for some of his characteristics, I'm not going to clown Kawhi Leonard in that regard. He's old school in that aspect. Him, Russell Westbrook, some of these guys are old school in their approach to the game of basketball. I actually respect Kawhi for wanting to be his own man and to a degree understanding that when you join LeBron James, you are, I don't care who you are, that man is so popular, his brand is so big, his legacy is so cemented, and it's LeBron, man. You're going to be behind him. You'll never be the headline guy. And if Kawhi thinks he can do it on his own, remember, this guy had the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant last year down 20 points at halftime on that San Antonio Spurs team, essentially by himself in Golden State. So if that guy believes he can do it by himself, he has every reason to believe that, right? Before they injured him, Zaza Pachulia cheap shotted him. He had them down over 20, right? So he's confident as heck. Now we'll see where his game is at. But there are multiple reports that are telling sources that I trust. The Los Angeles Clippers, remember Jerry West, they brought him on as a consultant, right? They've removed Doc Rivers from the GM aspect of the team. He's just a coach again. They believe they can get Kawhi Leonard, and they believe they will be getting Kawhi Leonard next summer. Now, obviously, a lot has to happen. He has a whole season in Toronto, we believe. Well, we think he has a whole season in Toronto. What if Toronto is 6th or 7th in the Eastern Conference by the trade deadline? Maybe they move him. You tend to believe that the Lakers have more assets to acquire Kawhi Leonard than the Clippers do. Their best bet, in my opinion, of acquiring Kawhi Leonard in a trade would have been this summer, where they had back-to-back picks. They didn't trade for Kawhi, right? So I don't think they have the assets. All they got essentially is Lou Williams. I mean, DeAndre's gone. Blake is gone. Unless they're bad, which they very well could be top 5 bad, and maybe the Raptors would want their first round pick, even though that's a risk if you don't know just exactly where it's going to end up in the lottery, right? I would tend to believe the Raptors would want to do business with the Lakers more than the Clippers. So they're believing that as long as the Raptors keep Kawhi Leonard for the entire season, which we believe they're going to do, right? You traded him for DeRozan. DeRozan was your franchise guy. You're going to probably play this thing out with Kawhi and see if you can sign him long term. Unless the Raptors hear that Kawhi wants out, they're going to keep him, likely, or they're really, really bad. The Clippers believe if it hits free agency, they're going to get the Kawhi Leonard in a race against LeBron James, Magic Johnson, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, if you told a blind man that he has 2 places he could go down this destination, you're telling him it's Jerry West, Doc Rivers, and Lou Williams in the Los Angeles Clippers. Or on the other side is this franchise that has won championship after championship, maybe the biggest franchise in sports. There's LeBron already there. There's cap room for you and another. And there's Magic Johnson, who has a smile that lights up the room. I know I'm talking to a blind man. He can't see Magic's smile. But still, I feel like a blind man can feel Magic Johnson's presence. If you tell him he got 2 options, you tend to believe the typical person would pick Magic, LeBron, Lakers. Now, Kawhi's a little different. He values different things. All due respect to Kawhi, he might pick the Clippers just because I don't think he has it all in the head. That's just my opinion, to each his own. But the Clippers there are sources over there at the Clippers, they believe they're going to get Kawhi Leonard. Now, what if they have something under the table between Kawhi's camp and, Doc Rivers and Jerry West already set in stone? Remember, I believe LeBron months ago decided to join LA. You don't make a move like that and make it on July 1st. I believe months ago, this thing was set in stone that he was joining. He had already told Lakers months ago. When Magic went to that podium like a couple weeks ago and was like, if I strike out this summer, next summer, I'm leaving. If that's the, I just find it hard to believe that Magic went to that podium not knowing he had LeBron James in the bag. I believe he knew he had LeBron in the bag. That's my opinion. So Kawhi Leonard, Clippers, they believe they're going to get him next summer when he's a free agent and can sign with anyone. Remember, I believe the most that Kawhi can sign for right now is 119, around there somewhere. So if he would have signed with the San Antonio Spurs this summer, he could have got 220, 230, something like that. At most, he can get like 119 with the Clippers for a max deal with them. We'll see. Thank y'all for the time, loves. I don't take it for granted. Do you think the Clippers have a good chance of signing Kawhi Leonard? I would love to know your opinions in the comment section below. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
TALIAFERRO'S. Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
Shout out to Mr. TALIAFERRO'S.
You're watching Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV.
Mr. TALIAFERRO'S TV. Here with the Triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.